I went down to Sinners to see him, and he was a gangly 3-year-old and asked me would I break him. I said I would, but brought him down, he would broke him. He didn't run as a 4-year-old because he was too weak. Brought him back in, got him going again, and nearly ready to run when he had an injury. A stable injury, run what happened to him. Played around with that and got him back right and let him out, and then sure, COVID and different things started to break out. Then he ran then Mark rode him his first day. He was always weak, always a character of ours. He never was dirty. He was the easiest horse in Ireland to train, but he had his own way of training him. He knew how to train himself, basically. I was only sort of a co-pilot, and everybody else was only a co-pilot as well. Lovely horse to do anything with. Very, very intelligent. Too intelligent to be a racehorse, you know. He was by Jeremy out of a 4-star all-star mare that Paul Hillis had. I think she ran in the bumper in either Fairy House or Punchestown. Finished 5th or 6th of them. Retired, went to Breach, was with John Whiteabana as the trainer at that time. Bred him, and that's how he come to be here with the Sinners, because Sinners and herself have been friendly for 40 years through darts and through different things. That's how he come to be here. He never turned into a racehorse until the day he finished 2nd. That was the first day he actually turned into a racehorse, but I think it was, I might have got it wrong regards ground. And he didn't like soft ground that time, but I don't think maybe it mightn't have been the soft ground either. It might have been that he was just weak. And good ground made him easier to handle, and I think that's why he was better on better ground. He's a better horse now on softer ground. 10 or 11 went to post, I wouldn't be certain of that. And we said we'd kick him off fairly handy, and he did. And the more he went, the more he loved it. Won it very, very easy. No crowd, no people at the point to point. Very, very low key affair. Walk into the ring, no cheering, no shouting, nothing. Walk back out again. And so then we had to go on to the sales, but sure, there was no sales as such. There was only a sales in Morton, is it Morton they call it, in Wales. Didn't go to Cheltenham, it was a Cheltenham sale, but sale was in Morton. You couldn't go, and people couldn't go, and you couldn't look at the horse at the sales, and you could only look one, people could only look at a time, and different. Mark brought him over. Mark was going over with another horse, so Mark brought him. 19 sterling. That's what he got, and I think he had only one bidder. I think that was the people that ended up buying him. I don't think there was anybody else. There was no one there, only a few people there, but he was a lovely big horse. If he had been now, or if he had been a 5-year-old, he was probably a £100,000 horse, but things didn't work out that way. Mark Scallon used to ride here for me all the time, come in and ride bits of work and different things. But Mark always thought he was a great horse. But finding the key to him was the tricky part. But he had great faith in him, and then Mark was coming to the last day's time, and Shawnee rode him. He was claiming £5. Shawnee rode him in Ross Gray, and then Shawnee rode him in Monksgrange. But Mark had great faith in him, more faith than I had. And that was basically it. Mark always thought he was the bee's knees. Travelled, worked, but getting a hold of him was always the key to him. The Synods got into horses. The people that bred this horse and owned them got into horses through a mare called Cunnstown Lady years ago. I bought it for a laugh, and she went to Pat Hughes and won Cunnstown Lady. And that's how it all started. I become friendly. I used to throw darts with them, and we used to meet football and darts and hurling and that sort. That's how it came to be. That's how they came to me. And it was never really a case when you train the horse. It was a case we'd break him and come down, we'll get him half ready and we'll bring him down and you do another bit with him, and that's how that came to be.
Corach Rambler's over on the far side and getting up the upper hand of Quill Road in second, and then Local Rogue as they go up towards the line. Second last week at Ballingarry. Quick compensation here as he goes by. Back in second is Local Rogue. Back in third behind Corach Rambler was Quill Road.
I went to Padgeberry's when I was 14, and I worked with Padge till I was 18, going nearly 19, and I went to Homer Scott from Padgeberry's. And had an accident up there and then had to come home and didn't go back. Didn't look at ours for a long time again. Padgeberry, 4 or 5 of the greatest years I'd say that anyone could have. Laugh-wise, the best it ever was. Money-wise, very poor. Greatest place of all, the best horseman that I ever knew. The horseman. When we started off, we had this horse that was on this, that we won on the draw of a match. We sold him and the same people bought Nickel Creek at the sales. Next to him was American Jenny. We had Reuben Jane. We've been very lucky with mares. Probably more lucky with mares than horses down over the years. American Jenny was a great mare. Finished 3rd or 4th in the Grand National twice. Reuben Jane went on to win. Catch of Gold went from here to Liz Doyle's, won plenty, won in Galway. Mile Show Queen, mare. Small place, no walkers, no gallops, no nothing. Very happy, very easy on fillies here. I'd love Corach Rambler to win the National for the sake of the Synods. They've been a family, not a family, they've been part of our family. From being at the table to laughing, we've had some of the greatest days and nights of all times with the Synods, and they never blamed the horse, jockey or me. I'd watch the race in my own sitting room. I never watch a race in a pub, or I never go to a pub to watch a race. I'd watch the race in my own sitting room. All the lads would be here, wife, children, grandchildren, everyone would be here and everyone would be shouting at that television. It's a family thing, and it has been a family thing from day one. It's a family run show. All for fun. It's nothing serious today. Anyone takes anything serious, I don't. Wouldn't take a horse off anyone to train if they were serious. Fun, bad pedigrees, something like that, I'd take them all day long, but I won't take anything that's big money, because I said if they get serious, I have to get serious, and I don't like being serious about anything. Just easy come, easy go.